Good morning. The morning air was crisp as I stood at the base of the Thessalonian mountains, my gaze fixed on the jagged peaks that stretched into the clouds above. The sun, still low on the horizon, cast a golden hue across the landscape, bathing the rocky terrain in a warm, almost ethereal light. The faint smell of pine and earth filled my lungs, and I could hear the distant call of birds echoing through the valleys, a reminder of the vibrant life that thrived in these remote, untouched regions. This expedition was not one of mere curiosity, but of necessity. My studies in the Lyceum had always emphasized the importance of direct observation, of understanding the natural world through first-hand experience rather than relying on second-hand accounts. Too often, knowledge is distorted as it passes from one person to another, each retelling adding its own layers of interpretation and error. Here in the solitude of the mountains, I sought to uncover the truths hidden within nature herself. With a small group of my most trusted students, I began the ascent. The path was narrow and treacherous, winding through dense forests and across rocky outcrops where a single misstep could send one tumbling into the abyss below. Each of us carried only the essentials: scrolls for notes, tools for collecting specimens, and enough provisions to sustain us for several days. The weight of these items, though burdensome, was a small price to pay for the knowledge we hoped to gain. As we climbed, the landscape around us began to change. The trees grew shorter and more gnarled, their trunks twisted by the harsh winds that swept across the mountainside. The air grew thinner, cooler, and with each breath I could feel the cold seeping into my bones. Yet it was not discomfort that occupied my mind, but the anticipation of discovery. Every rock, every plant, every creature that crossed our path held the potential to reveal something new, something that had eluded the scholars of Athens. At one point, we came upon a grove of trees, unlike any I had seen before. Their leaves were a deep, almost iridescent green, and they shimmered in the dappled sunlight that filtered through the canopy above. I knelt to examine the soil, noticing the rich, loamy texture that seemed to nourish these unusual plants. My fingers traced the intricate patterns on the leaves, each vein a testament to the complexity of life. This was a species I had never encountered, and the thrill of this discovery sent a rush of excitement through me. As we pressed onward, the terrain grew more challenging. The path became steeper, the rocks sharper, and the wind more relentless. My students, though young and eager, began to show signs of weariness, their footsteps slowing as the journey took its toll. Yet despite the physical challenges, there was a determination in their eyes that mirrored my own. They understood, as I did, that this was more than just an expedition. It was a test of our resolve, of our commitment to the pursuit of knowledge. One evening, as we made camp on a narrow ledge overlooking a vast valley, I took a moment to reflect on our progress. The fire crackled softly, its flames casting flickering shadows on the rocky walls around us. The stars above shone with a brilliance that seemed almost unnatural, their light undimmed by the haze of the city far below. It was in this moment of quiet solitude that I realized the true value of our endeavor. We were not just exploring the mountains, we were exploring the limits of our own understanding, pushing ourselves beyond the comfortable confines of the Lyceum to confront the unknown. The following day, we reached the summit. The view was breathtaking, an endless expanse of mountains and valleys, rivers winding like silver threads through the landscape below. But it was not the view that captivated me. It was the life that thrived in this harsh, unforgiving environment. Here at the edge of the world, where the air was thin and the cold was biting, I found plants and animals that had adapted in ways I had never imagined. Each one was a marvel of evolution, a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of nature. It was here, on this mountaintop, that I came to a profound realization. The natural world, with all its complexity and beauty, cannot be fully understood from the confines of a lecture hall or a library. True knowledge is gained through direct experience, through the willingness to face both physical and intellectual challenges. It is only by immersing ourselves in the world around us, by observing and questioning and testing, that we can hope to uncover the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface. As we began our descent, the weight of the specimens and notes we carried seemed lighter, buoyed by the knowledge that we had gained something far more valuable than the physical objects we collected. We had glimpsed the inner workings of nature, seen firsthand the intricacies of life that no written text could fully capture. In your own life, remember this: the pursuit of knowledge is not a path for the faint of heart. It requires courage, perseverance, and a willingness to confront the unknown. Whether your journey takes you to the heights of mountains or the depths of your own mind, embrace the challenges you face, for it is through these trials that you will gain the insights that truly matter. The world is full of mysteries, waiting to be uncovered, if only you have the courage to seek them out. Try to seek them today.